Hi YouTube, I'm Tandy, the Pioneer Guy. I've recently made a Patreon where you can help me make content full-time. That Patreon link's going to be in the description below. If you like the video here on YouTube, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button at the end. Thanks for watching. I think I'm going to fetch blue and then cycle Shark Typhoon on 2, especially if I don't draw land. I appreciate that rhyme. Should Magic add a new color? It kind of already did, right? With colors. I think you start to jump the shark at that point. Heard about you really want purple mana, bro? Purple mana, bro? Yeah, the new color would have to be a gimmick. Just kind of like how colorless was a gimmick. I don't think it's that possible. Multicolor also was like revolutionary when we started doing it, but now it's everywhere. It kind of ruins it. Hit this land drop so we can get Fable online, maybe? They did shock though, so... maybe they're going to cycle as well, though. Nothing we can do about it. Good news for me, it resolved. Well, if I go for Chariot and they counter it, and then they kill this, I don't really have a way. I think I just go Shock, Transmog. They don't have a whole lot of instant interaction other than counter spells, and this is, I'm just trading 1-for-1 on counter spells a bunch over the next few turns is all. Yeah. Fable looking gray here? It usually does. All right, no verdict, please. Fuck, man. All right, green source off the top. I'll go 1-1. Who's got the better late game? Them or me? I think me. I don't know. I don't want to just get a token eaten by 2/2. They're pretty heavily incentivized to play this and make a 2/2. Who I so busted? Yeah, they might need to do something about it, honestly. The power level of the whole format went up a bunch, but Blue-White got a huge boost from the new set. Wandering Emperor is like pretty gross to play against, but so is Chariot, so is a lot of stuff. Blue-White is just like particularly gross in some instances. Yeah, Lure's ban did make it a lot better. I would actually not be surprised if they unban Luris at some point, because the aggro decks got a lot weaker. All the aggro decks lost a lot of health, like a lot of longevity, by getting their Luris banned. And the Luris decks were not even the most dominant or oppressive in the format by any means. I do this main phase so I can activate Chariot and attack and copy the Shark. Because I assume they just have Absorb up. They might not have an answer to the Chariot copying the Shark. That sucks. Now I look dumb. I guess it didn't matter. Got my 4th Chariot online. Yeah, I mean, Fable's basically the same thing at the moment, Joey. And it's just getting started. And Fable's good, but I don't know. Well, I do have a forest, so I will go get that. Guess they were hoping I didn't. Slash just needed to use their mana. This game's so grindy, I know. The problem is I don't really have a whole lot of ways to beat the Teferi, so. And them drawing like a bunch of extra cards every turn is kind of rough. I don't think Fires is that good against them either, but it does help fix my mana a bit. So maybe I need to consider siding out Fires for Veto. I really don't want to concede, but I want to concede, you know? Yeah, Tandy, the Dimir control decks are way better against mid-range and control than they are against aggro. The blue-eye decks are better against aggro and worse against control. About the same against mid-range. Like, they have Veto, but you have Thoughtseize and Duress, and usually you play, like, uncounterable in-game cards like Hullbreaker or whatever. And so you can keep them from resolving one of their big permanents. Alright, they're trying to run me out of basics, but joke's on them. I have 3 planes. Haha. I'm kind of out now, but... Alright, portable hole on what? Omen? Sure. So Yorion has no targets. I guess I'll just Chariot again. Hope for the best. Wouldn't be surprised if Blue Eye's your worst matchup. As what? The Fires deck? Absolutely. You're a sorcery speed deck against a deck with fucking Censor and Veto and Absorb. All your shit's really expensive. You have no fight back. Your mystical disputes and your shit is like okay, but not great. Like your vetoes and disputes have to come in, but you're an 80 card deck, so you might not even draw them. Sig value? Yep. Doing some things and some stuff. Farewell. Oh, it's Elspeth. Even worse. I don't know how I could possibly win. I guess that's one way. Let's see. All at Elspeth, I guess. Playing as Blue-Eyed already means you lost. That's fair. Well, I do have the Transmog for the agent, so if they tap out for like a castle to do some blocking or whatever, that's fine. I'm trying real hard to kill the Elspeth, but I can't even kill it if they just block. You know, if they just move to blocks. The next turn I can maybe double spell and get them. I might actually win by clock. Win by clock's actually a way to win, so I'm not going to concede. If they tap out, we can transmog for agent, steal Teferi, and then minus on another thing. Alright, so 2-2, 2-2. Elspeth takes 4. So I don't, let's see, do I want them to be able to Ardenvale or does it matter? They probably have Verdict, so I'll just let it happen, then I'll go Chariot Transmog and hope they, I guess it doesn't matter. If I go for one now, it's probably going to get countered. An angel gets his wings whenever Blue-White dies. The time on MTGO. Yeah. You love to see it. I kind of hope I draw another transmog, so I can just double transmog to hopefully resolve and get the Teferi out of my life. Maybe I should have played Chariot last turn to get like fight through 3 counters. Maybe. Castle Vantress. Baby, baby. All right, we're gonna send it all at Teferi. They're gonna let Teferi take 2. That's kind of wild. Or they're gonna kill this token. I don't think I could beat an emblem if it come online. So this actually just gives me more breathing room. The transmog also gets shut down by March for 0, so I don't even know if I'm going to play the fires. I guess I will. I can't play the transmog, but I'm still just trying to play around counter spell as best as possible. It's going to be the longest game ever. What are we trying to achieve with this deck? Transmogrify into Agent of Treachery to steal stuff. And then you can copy it or blink it. Copy it with Fable, blink it with Yorion. Our opponent has stopped all of our attempts to do anything of the sort, and we're kind of just trying to draw a way to force their hand so that they counter the first thing, and then we resolve Transmog, steal Teferi on the second thing. Is the hope. That's the dream. All right. So we go bottom, top. So we got they chose enchantments for no reason, or artifacts to get rid of my Chariot, I guess. But that gave me my Omen of the Sea back to draw a card. They can still tick this up. I guess I'll cast Agent next turn. I don't really have targets for this anymore. Well, I think we can actually pretty easily win on time now. This game is not that close from being done, and they have 12 minutes left on their clock. So I guess our goal now is to stall, and not in like the cheaty way, but like the force them to eventually kill us. Right? I'm not conceding to a fucking Teferi emblem. Yeah, I mean, they're also just playing slow. I mean, I have 6 minutes gone. They have 12, 13. So we're going to be trying to steal stuff. This is definitely getting absorbed. Oh, they don't have it yet? They don't have it yet, chat? Cycle Azor's Triumph is a good sign. Cycle Farmland's a good sign. Holy shit. I can't believe it worked. We might just win the match as normal. Haha. Ha ha ha. Now the Elspeth's scary though. I think they just have a bunch of vetoes in hand, but maybe we'll outcard them. We've already gone through 4 chariots though, and our deck doesn't have a whole lot of juice other than Treachery Chariot. Sure. Alright. Gonjo down. More lands. Can we transmog our agent? Not at instant speed. And we only had 3 mana after we agented. But we can technically do that, yeah. Alright, so now Teferi's gonna die and we're gonna lose to Elspeth. Maybe I should have took Elspeth as like a way to elongate the game, right? If I like maybe that's kind of fucked up or whatever, but maybe I should have went Teferi minus immediately, right? And then we maybe would have eventually been able to overpower their Teferi. Maybe not though. It would have gave us targets for transmog though, which would have been funny. So I think the Elspeth was better to take. Creature control reveals card top of their library until they reveal a creature card. The player puts that card on the battlefield. Shuffles. Why would it not work? Let's play Fable. Is there something about transmog that doesn't work with treachery into treachery? I think there's a card that used to not work. Like it would, maybe Luca doesn't work. I think Luca is bigger. Yeah, Luca's the one that's bigger. All right, so we'll be siding out some of our shitters, boarding in disputes and vetoes, and maybe some other stuff. All right, so this is in. This is in. These are out. These are out. These are out. These are in. What's the best card for the... I guess maybe Fires is the better. I don't know if I want Rorikthar. Maybe it's just Fires. That way I can start double spelling. I assume that, like, I'll just wait to play the Fires until late. But I don't think that I can afford to accidentally hit a Rorikthar instead of an agent in a tough spot. I think if I go for the... Maybe it's better. I don't know. Fires is kind of shit, so big guy is probably fine. And Transmog, if it resolves, is just going to get something big. Rorikthar can be sweet. I know Agent's good. I kind of just want more threats is the problem. Because Fires, Anger, and Chain of the Rocks are all trash. What do you think, Dom? Am I fucking up my I know I'm fucking up my Transmogrifies, but is fucking them up that big of a deal? Like, how big of a deal is it? Okay, we'll keep this hand, but I don't love it. We played the Night with no deck at all, Todd. Chat, what do you think we should say in response to that question? I don't really know how to respond to that question. It's like all I've tweeted about and all I've played for like the past 2 weeks I wrote an article. I wrote 2 articles about it. So this is for red. That's fine. I've been working on it a lot. If you want to check out my Patreon, I have free articles on my Patreon detailing different things for the archetype. Multiple. All right, we drew the Triome. Which, if I known I was drawing Triome, I would have fetched Island so I could. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go for Omen, I guess. I don't know if it's worth maybe waiting a turn to go Omen plus Dispute backup. I kind of like saving Dispute for winning counterfights, so next turn we might just cycle Shark Typhoon for 2. All right, thanks, Ninja Guy. Okay, we don't have double white because I'm stupid. But we might can go Emperor plus Dispute. But I think, like next turn, I think I'll go ahead and cycle Shark Typhoon for 2, though. Get some velocity going. All right, so we'll start a fight with Wandering Emperor on their turn. I'm just gonna. Which I think that's just fine, right? This is kind of bait. I want to resolve this, but under a veto. But I also kind of want them to go for something. This is probably bad. I'm going to chump and then kind of do the same thing to them. But with a Shark Typhoon. But I did want to play this around veto, I think. It's just a little awkward that theirs has priority now because of sequencing. All right, so I'll put a +1 counter on this. All right, and we'll say go. And we'll go for 4/4 Shark Typhoon to block. Did I update the deck list? No, not yet. I'm sorry. Give me a sec. It's also a little dangerous for them because, oh wow, it just worked. Oh, they're conceding because they're so far behind on time. All right, so Dom, you think I should just have the 2 fires in over the Rorthars? I kind of just like going late and casting my things. I just feel like fires also makes all my disputes and shit worse, so... Like, I kind of even want maybe fucking Rending Volley to just kill sharks and Wandering Emperor tokens over fires. I know that's like really loose or whatever. I just think fires is horrible in the matchup. Does we regret not having the volley fry split? Yeah, for sure. No Kinrith? No, this is a transmog deck, bro. Need to have a static amount of top end things. Normally these are in the sideboard. I'm gonna try it. I don't think it's good, but I think it's better than Fires. I think Fires is an actual dud. Actual factual dud. Taught me champ points I need to donate to have you play a league of a deck of my choice. There's a Pioneer deck I'm working on based off of one of my favorite standard decks that I want to see you play. That's a good question. I don't know yet. Let me think on it. We'll go for Fable. I want to be able to like use Veto as a defensive measure instead of an aggressive measure. Like here, if they just go Wandering Emperor, will play Chariot. But if they just... Okay, well now I'm just gonna hold up double Veto, I guess. I really can't have them go... Sharkies? Oh, they fucked up. They fucked up, chat. Nah, it's probably just like 100,000. It's probably fine. Sounds like a patron tier. Tell you what, if you subscribe to the $25 Patreon, I'll definitely do that for you. But that seems like a lot, so... I don't know. Channel points, that's like a lot of work for channel points, you know what I mean? Oh, they do that in main too? Because they're trying to play fast because they're under the gun on the clock? See, and now that I say it, everyone who's a $25 person wants me to do a league or whatever, so... Let's just say no. It's $30. No channel points, no Patreon tier. It's $30. Just save everyone some grief. $30 for a dono league. I got a lot of cool stuff for channel points, but that's like actual work, you know what I mean? But maybe it should be 100K. I think 100K is probably fair. Yeah, it's just kind of like donos exist. I don't think I can keep this one. Sounds keepable. In the dark, what do I put back? Probably Wandering Emperor? Oh no, Narset, I can't cast it. Okay. That's fine. Alright. So we'll hopefully be playing a matchup where Anger of the Gods is good, but if we aren't, it's no big. Hopefully we'll draw Fable and we can loot it away. Land lets us be able to cast Emperor. We'll probably Anger on 2 depending on what they do. If they just play land go or whatever, then well now we'll definitely Anger away 2 Elfies. So back their development quite a bit. No, you're right the first time, Stu. Elves are like 6 cards. 1 mana card that taps for 6 mana. Is there an agent coming soon or still land? Yeah, something like that. I think here, though, we'll go Fires, Wandering Emperor, make a 2/2. Just so we can go ahead and get our stuff online. And if they go Winota, 1 trigger, we can maybe still beat it, you know? We can transmog to steal something. We can even transmog our own thing to find agent. And then if we steal their Winota, then our future tokens can maybe find future agents, which is kind of sick. Why don't the Winota X flip into agent if it's legal in the format like the historic version? Because the trick with Winota is that hitting any human is good enough. The reason why you have to play a few big ones. You have to play like 4 to 6 big ones, right? But hitting like any human is usually good enough. I don't even want to play Kinrith anymore. I'm just playing my 3/1 guys main now. Okay, cool. So we're probably going to lose, but that's just playing against Winota in a nutshell. All right, so let's go. I'm going to cycle Shark Typhoon. See if we have anything better to do. All right, so let's go Cast with Fires. We'll target... Guess we'll target Winota and then steal... No, let's target Tovolar and then steal Winota and then attack. Or is this a human? All right, so we missed, but we have the chance to hit another Agent of Treachery pretty aggressively off our other tokens. Boris redeem the 9000. Elicasis. Oh fuck, I forgot I was supposed to do the thing with you today, huh? I am unprepared. Ill prepared, Ely, I'm sorry. I actually just completely forgot. Oh, that's fun. That's cool. Isn't Winota fun and cool, chat? Still on for Friday. Unfortunately I am traveling tomorrow to go to a basketball game. A bunch of the Roanoke crew's going. All right, well, I'm not going to concede yet. So I'm going to have to bail for tomorrow, unfortunately, Ely, but maybe soon. I don't know. Am I supposed to take their Tovolar's last turn instead? I don't know. Running volleys. I don't think I want any of this other stuff, right? Just 3 running volley. I like all my interaction. Not having Verdict kind of sucks. Maybe trim some Narsets, but it's really important to keep the juice flowing. Birth of Meletis helps you hit your land drops. It's fucked up because Rorktar's not that good in the matchup either. Agent's okay. Wonder if I should have stole their land. No, they had 2 huge things in play. Wonder if Wandering Emperor is bad in the matchup. I kind of want to keep the Narsets. Can trim an agent versus +2 Narset, I think. I think Narset is a way for me to find sweepers early. I think the way you lose the game is what just happened, where they just stick some stuff and you don't have a way. Like, we don't have Verdict, right? We can't beat a 6/6 very easily anyway. I don't know. I wonder if I should have waited one more turn on the Anger. I think Wandering Ember is kind of dog shit against Winota, though. Chariot seems mad. Chariot's there to match theirs. And also, you can't cut a lot of your creature generators. Like, you have to be able to beat both halves of their deck. That's just theory, though. I don't know. Sounds pretty good. Slap a Hornet Queen on the board? Yeah, but Hornet Queen's not even that good against Winota. I need, like, the one that bounces all creatures to hand. I forgot what it's called. The Kraken that bounces all non-Krakens, octopuses, and whatever. I don't even know if that card's legal. No, not Thing in the Ice. Although maybe the 7-drop Thing in the Ice would be fine. Hull Breaker. No, not Crush of Tentacles. There's a big creature that people were playing in Standard, like right now, I think, where like it bounces all non-whatevers. Take your pick. Non-fishy boys. Cyclone Summoner. Oh, it only works on cast. Okay. Off it then. Never thinking about it ever again. Is it bad that I want to rip apart their treasure token? Okay, good. I don't have to. I can just rip apart their elf. I'll just Anger. Anger's a good draw. Masgorum seems like it could be cool. I'll think about it. All right, what are they going to take? If they take Rip Apart, I'll probably just spend my whole turn ripping this apart. All right, we'll go Yeti Omen. And then I'll figure out what I'm going to do after that next turn, based on what they play. I'm going to go ahead and play this. I'll draw Chariot. They'll probably target Chariot with it. That's okay. We'll put Yorion in hand, maybe Shock, hold up Volley, something like that. I don't know if we have the ability to. Looks like we don't. Chariot here's okay. Yo, I think TV, thanks for the 2 months. Welcome back. Winota's not that scary here either, right? Because they just don't have a non-human in play. All right, now I'll just hold running volley up for a turn, I guess. Now, if they play the 6-drop guy, we may need to pop Spellbinder with volley and then try to draw land, or we can maybe pop Omen. But I kind of want to just like be able to Yorion in a minute. All right, so we're running volley the Winota. I'm gonna take their red source. Doing that, the copy says token creature. It's a token. I don't know. It's just funny. Apparition targeting. Chariot. Okay, well, we got another one for you. They're about to be in some sort of blocking mode. At least Spellbinder has to block. Maybe I shouldn't attack with this, but it forces the block, whereas attacking for 8 doesn't. We're in value time. Pretty close. We were one short of being able to do it, right? Oh, no, I guess we could have. Well, this hand's okay. We're a little short on blue for Narset, but with Volley, Chain to the Rocks, I'm pretty happy about it. I guess we're just gonna Sacred Foundry tapped on 1. Then on 2, maybe we can go Chain plus Volley if we need to. But maybe we just go tapped into Birth, and then on 3 we go Chain plus Hold Up Volley and Omen. Is there a world where Renota wants to run Mana Confluence? Yeah, they usually run 2. I run 2. I think I'm going to chain this. I'm going to go for Omen instead of Birth. I'm hitting my land drop, so the creature in play matters a bit if I draw Transmog. This thing's actually just kind of scary, so I'm just going to kill it. My hand's not very well set up to kill it. I'm not afraid of Winota next turn. They have to take Narset, so I can go Birth, tap land, or maybe just tap land Omen. All right, we're gonna play Triome and say go. I want Omen to look for whatever answers I need to whatever they play. Like if they play Chariot, I'm gonna need my own to check it. You know, things like that. Fable's pretty good here. Keep a Rending Volley. They go to Plains, play it. What's up, Blitz? Maybe I should play Narset to shut this down. That was dumb. I didn't want to just play it and have it die, though. I guess it wouldn't have died, though. I guess they discarded one of these and kept one, so maybe they have another in hand. They're just going to cast their 6-drop. Yeah. Well, let's see if we can find an answer. Transmog, bottom these 2 lands. Shark Typhoon's not going to do it. Man, I'm tapping like shit. So many zones, chat. I don't know where to put these. They're just like in the way. You tried the version of this deck using the Raven's Warning? Not yet. I was trying Doms first. Take 10. I'm gonna cycle a Shark Typhoon for 0, I guess. Didn't think anyone else used the Raven's Warning. I mean, Jeskai versions did or do. I don't know. Oh, I didn't even see what creatures were going where. Playing bad. Slightly distracted. Rip apart. Okay, if we draw land, we can go rip apart plus Chariot. Well, now we just need to draw anger. Anger would give us a shot. Guess we're not dead. We'll go chain on Rydane and then play Chariot. We'll block here, trade. We really need to draw fires like 2 turns ago so we could actually double cast. We're kind of stuck in the spot where we can't really cast too much. I really want to be able to cast Shark Typhoon and then do more stuff. I guess I didn't even see this. Whatever. You win. I quit. I'll be right back. No white mana? That's okay. We could draw white mana. We do have Transmog on 5, kind of. If we just draw some lands. Want to come help me pay instead, Tandy? I'll buy you a plane ticket. No, I'm good, man. Thanks for the offer, though. Spirits. My nemesis. My sorcery speed deck. Alright, whatever. We'll just fetch, plain, say go. Love your turn report. It made me smile through and through. Static Grip, I'm glad you enjoyed it. For those of you who missed it, I wrote an article detailing my whereabouts and happenings at SCG Con Indianapolis. It's free on my Patreon right now. Exclamation point Patreon if you want to go check it out. All my articles on my Patreon are free, so bookmark it. If you want to subscribe to the Patreon, I'd appreciate it, but paywalls are dumb, and I don't want to use them. I got a lot of good feedback from the tournament report, but my articles are generally going to be very heavy Magic oriented, but whenever I go to a tournament like once a month, I'll probably just do a recap of the business happenings that are going down, you know? Yeah, we had a solid run, Ryan. We went top 16. We lost our last 2. We had a win and end with to draw against the team that won, the McVitie team. My Winota deck did not function and I died. And Ross lost a close game 3 to Ellenbogen. And then last round we were playing for 7th place and lost. I think I'm going to target Mausoleum Wanderer so I can't counter my Transmog. Oh, that's rough, Static. Top 4, that was good. Were you on D-Spark's team or the other team? Because D-Spark's in chat all the time, and he was, he made top 8. Or top 4 or whatever, I think. Love You Good Raw story? Yeah, I figured people would like that story. Let's go bottom top. Next time we'll go Fires Emperor minus. Because the top 2 teams got a bye in the first round. It's a new tournament structure that they're doing. It's kind of cool, especially for teams. I assume that when they're going to start doing different cuts at different times or whatever. All right, well, I'll minus this and see if they... next turn I can just channel this and then transmog, and then if I draw something I can do that as well. You're the other match, lost team got second. Got it. I've been pretty busy since that event. I haven't gotten a chance to just like look at all the deck lists yet. Exactly, Static. Like if it just cuts the top 4, there's too many tiebreakers. Top 6, you get, it's kind of like a virtual top 8 with a big reward for first, second, so it incentivizes playing. I think that's kind of cool. All right, well, now we're gonna steal something. Probably a land, maybe a creature though. Oh shit. Never mind. Okay, well, we're still in good shape though. So we'll Chanderlocks the Skyclave, player Forest Transmog on the token. I think I'm gonna steal Hallowed Fountain. I might steal Supreme Phantom though. One, two, three, four, five, six. We can't quite Yorion next turn. But we can put it in our hands. I thought they might go Rattle Chains to block, and then we could Wandering Emperor minus on this. Also, I guess we could have gone Wandering Emperor plus on this after they blocked. All right. Running Volley coming in. Mystical Dispute coming in. So these 7. What's bad? Narset's pretty bad. Rip Apart as a sorcery kind of sucks, but I think we won it anyway. Wandering Emperor looked okay, but I don't think if they have a normal draw that it's very good. This might be a match where Fable kind of sucks too, but again, we need to keep our transmog targets decently high. So maybe it's like this. Just get a lot more interactive. Narset generally stinks against creature decks, so it's hard to cut though because it's so good in the deck. But you don't get sliced out of the elimination bracket too soon. And it disincentivizes draws. Oh. I wonder if I shock on one. How do they play if I do? I guess if they play Muslim Wonder, we should. I'm all for trimming, having a bigger cut to the elimination rounds and cutting around off the end, right? I think it's just better overall. I agree, Static. Restructuring is a big deal right now. It could help a lot of people. Could change the way we do things forever in a good way. I kind of hope they go for a counter and then play Lord. Yeah. That's fine. I should wait to fetch so they don't know what I have, but I just wanted F6. If we don't anger next turn, we'll probably just go Shark into Transmog. What if they have Spell Queller? I really don't want to get rattled again. I'm going to try for it. See what happens. Well, now they just have to have Collect a Company. I guess they don't have to, but it's very likely. Well, shit. I think I'm dead if I don't just go for it, because I think I'm just going to lose to the Coco. So we're going to go for it, see what happens. Probably going to get Spell Queller, maybe Coco into Spell Queller. But maybe they Coco and whiff, or maybe they just Spell Queller, and then I have a chance to Chain to Rocks or thing next turn and get everything. Get everything I ever wanted. Alright, we'll say go. Next turn, I'm going to go Anger Chain. Ordering will depend on what we're trying to play around. I'm going to hold back the Shark to chump/trade with Rattle Chains. It's possible I should have gone for the Shark token to block after attacks. Force them to Coco into a Lord and then untap Anger. But if they hit double Empyrean Eagle, Anger's a little awkward, but thankfully Chain of the Rocks can unlock it. Maybe their hand's all counter spells. Alright, let's go Birth. I'm gonna put Yorion in hand. This is the most mana efficient play. This means next turn I can go Transmog if they Spell Queller, then I can Chain. And I'll have an extra target for the Transmog that survives Anger. Selfless Spirits. Oh, is that it? That's good news. It's good news for me. Rattle Chains lets them play Lord at instant speed though, which I'm not a huge fan of. Not a lot we can do. I guess the Transmog is the play next turn, basically no matter what. Unless we draw Fires. No attacks from either, okay. Opponent's playing so slow, dude. Static, I'm still on the fence on DFW. I think I'm not gonna go to DFW though. So I can't hold open Dispute and Chain. So maybe we go Chariot plus Dispute. Well, I'm gonna go for a counter. If we get counter back, that's okay. All right. Well, we're just getting them to use their stuff. We're just getting them to use their stuff. Walls, welcome to the stream. We're currently playing Dom Harvey's deck. It's pretty cool. Should left up in a white. I tapped badly. No excuse. Could take a land. I'm gonna try to take Rattle Chains. I guess they could play another Rattle Chains to protect. I can't take Soul Spirit. They can sack. Yeah, bummer. I guess next turn I can Yorion plus Chain to the Rocks though. Should have took Bark Channel, probably. I was kind of afraid they'd have another Coco, and then I would just, like, get a land and then lose to creatures that flew. What do you think about Fable the Mirror Breaker in the deck? So far, so good. So far, so good. I think it's better in decks that can use their graveyard a little bit better. But being able to generate a token for Transmog is pretty sick. The treasure token lets you ramp into Agent, and the backside lets you copy all sorts of stuff. The Deafening Silence doesn't really affect me that much here. Weird. I'm really surprised they haven't attacked with these yet. I guess it does hit me pretty good now. All right, I'm gonna steal their Bark Channel, I guess. Maybe I just take Selfless Spirit, though. Just to kill it. We'll take them off land. Make it harder for them to Coco me out. They can only play one spell turn 2. I'm gonna start attacking, though. Eagle's fine now that we have this 4/5. They're not gonna attack. Fires of Invention been a minute? Well, I haven't drawn a much this league either. Wish I drew more. All right, I'm gonna attack with the Yorion, I think, and then we'll play Omen of the Sea on their turn. Attack with both. I guess I misremembered. I guess I think Deafening Silence, I don't know. I just misread it, I guess. I know that it's non-creature. I just forget sometimes. Little cards that generate fake rules or whatever, sometimes you just are wrong about them. Does it say non-token? Yeah, just targets chain. That sucks. And we're kind of in the hard lock too. All right, so we're gonna chump 1, take 6. I think I'm gonna take their Eagle. I think I want to attack with both as well. I guess I'll just attack with Yorion. Alright, so we'll still Eagle. We'll have a blocker for their stuff. I should have done this pre-combat. The moment I realized it was a 2/3 and could block my agent, I was like, oh wait, that's not that great. In a turn, we'll crack Omen. Look for something else to cast. We still have one more agent in the deck. I think it's on the bottom of the deck, too. B says, which Rakdos deck won? What do you mean? Of the two that I played? Well, one of them won a match and the other one didn't, so. Alright, so they're going to target Eagle. Hit me for 6. Man. This card's surprisingly annoying, actually. I should have tried to do something about this way earlier so that I could unlock this. Top 2. Let's take a peekaroo. Chariot Transmog. I think I'm dead. If they're brave enough to attack. I have to take a tapped flyer. I guess I'll take the Selfless Spirit and they'll just sack it. Okay, well now I'm not dead. Oh, that's so dumb. That's a dumb way for that to work. It's whichever one owns it. Doesn't matter. I'm dead. Alright. New sideboard plan. Just go back to the main deck configuration. Chariot's kind of balls. Slow play. Not winning. Kind of sucks. I'm going to keep this completely lackluster hand and hope that it ends up getting there. Exactly, Static. 5-color Niv, what do you think? I don't think it's that bad, Walls. I've seen Claudio do well with it, but Claudio does well with all those like kind of mid-rangey 5-color long game stuffs, you know. The problem is that the metagame in the challenges and the weekend events and stuff is always different from the metagames in the leagues. You know, if you play the weekend event, you're going to play against nothing but Stone Cold Killers playing the best 3 decks with the occasional metagame deck. But you play against League, you play against fucking everything. Random nonsense. I don't know. I mean, I played it yesterday Static and I went 1-3 or whatever, so I don't know. I can't win with it. I haven't never been able to win with that deck. But I just like fucking mulligan to 5 a bunch and miss my creature drop on turn 2 and you know. Yeah, some people gadget. It's rare, but sometimes, you know. It's okay, Gadget. I'll admit it for you. I'll save you from yourself. Shark Typhoon. I really don't want to take a bunch of damage from my land, so I'm going to chain the Supreme Phantom and then Omen. I know that my draws when I played my 4 matches looked absolutely nothing like the draws that McVitie had in our 2 games. Both games he went 1, 2, 3, 4, double spell on 5. And then against and then in my matches I was just like missing 1-drops and having to mulligan to 5 and playing against decks that none of my disruption works, and I don't know. It just was all bad. Look, I have 10 more minutes on my clock than my opponent. I'm just like bored out of my mind. I don't really want to cast this. I feel like maybe I shouldn't have in case they had Spellqueller, but I don't think they're going to Spellqueller it. I'll take both of those, thank you. I'm going to play Sokenzan. Again, I don't really want to take damage. And maybe the 1/1s will help. Maybe Wisdom, but that's none of my business. Yeah, not strong enough Wisdom. I think we're going to cycle Shark Typhoon and block the Spectral Sailor, since it can't be countered. I'm just assuming they have Spellqueller. The next turn I can go Emperor plus Volley. Or if they play a Lord at flash speed to trade Spectral Sailor plus Shark Typhoon, that's also fine. I'll just Emperor Volley and kill 2 things, and they have no board and have a Planeswalker while they're tapped out. Is Esika's Chariot super hot right now? It's very good. All the decks where you have certain things that fuck stuff, like Chariot dodges it. Chariot's just this inherently single-handed powerful card that has some synergy with some decks, like Winota or my deck, you know, that I'm playing right now. Alright, we'll play Sokenzan now. I'm gonna attack. Isn't Chariot the best green card in Pioneer? Pretty close, if not. I would say the Elves are probably still better. It's one of the better finishers for green for sure. Just because it's so efficient. Like Company's also up there. Okay, so what are you going to target? Omen of the Sea? Chain to the Rocks. Okay. Winota's just Super Company? Yeah. That's why I think Winota's so good. It's just everything the Coco decks want without all the bullshit. It's like so hard to miss, and it's so much more powerful when you hit. Alright, let's go EOT, Wandering Emperor. I'm hoping they fight. I'm hoping it's not another Rattle Chains. If this resolves, I might make a token instead of Rattle Chainsing. Fuck off. Alright, well, we're gonna try. If they have another Rattle Chains, then I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. Alright, I guess we'll make a thing. Put Yorion in our hands. Put a counter on this, hold it back to block. Not in that bad of shape. You think Calling Ritual Anger is better in Pioneer? Anger is better, but Calling Ritual is certainly very good. It was a lot better when Luris was around because there were more decks where you just pounded them with it. Now people are scaling a little bit more, so Calling Ritual lost a little bit of luster. Alright, so let's see if they go after the Wandering Emperor or if they let it sit around. I will try to eat a Sharky Boy. And I'm assuming that we're going to get hit with a Mystical Dispute, so I'd rather it get hit with on Agent than the Yorion this turn. Well, that changes things a little. So we'll just play Yorion, they'll go for Dispute, we'll Dispute back. We'll blink Omen, get an extra card, maybe even attack for 3. And then we'll play land tapped and get our Agent down next turn. Clock is running a little low for OP. Yeah, no shit. I don't want fires. I'm just going to bottom it. We'll take Fable. Maybe I should have bottomed Fable as well, though. But Fable can maybe loot away some of these extra lands. Tap land here is great for me. No attacks from them. I'm going to play Agent of Treachery and see what they do. Well, would you running volley? Perfect one. That's twice now I've had like perfect top deck for the last 2 turns. I think they have Coco stuck in hand, so I think I'm going to steal a land. We don't have green, but we took out Chariot. So I don't know if I need to target Sanctum or not. Loftinal is fine. Attack for 7. They're on a clock next turn where they have to block. Fierce has no business going to time. Not really, but opponent's just slow. It's kind of my whole problem with the situation. It's a pretty bold attack, because if they only hit 1 flyer, they're dead to removal spell. Alright, now they're just dead. Good draws. One thing I hate is winning when my opponent has no time on the clock, but I also hate losing when they have no time on the clock. I will counter the first one, and then whatever they play, I'll kill. If they had 2 more rattle chains, if I go for a volley, then I can lose. Oh no, I should have let it resolve, and then went volley and then counter. So small mistake. Maybe it doesn't matter. Okay. Deck's kind of sucking, losing a bunch. All right, I'll keep this. We can chain on 2, Narset on 3. Pretty good opener. Otawara. Probably Phoenix. Could be Lotus Field, I suppose. But we'll go for a Chain of the Rocks. Yeah, probably Phoenix. Not a whole lot of decks want one of Otawara, but maybe this deck should play one Otawara. Maybe the Jeskai version does. Alright, the Narset next turn, I think I'm just not gonna minus. Bottom, I'll top Anger. Now I have an answer to thing and for Phoenix. Alright, we'll just go Shock, Narset, go. That way it's harder for them to kill it. And this will shut down a lot of their draw spells. Doesn't shut down iteration though. Haha. Haha, doesn't shut down iteration. Haha. Alright, so I guess we go Fires Pass. Got a minus and look for something, but again, I just really don't want this to die to 1 Phoenix. I want them to have 2 things. Now they can go EOT, consider, or whatever, kind of dig a little bit. They could also just like cast a Phoenix from hand. I don't want them to do that either. Alright, we'll Narset now, and then we'll blink it. I'm gonna take another Chained. Alright, so I haven't played a spell yet. So, I guess let's cast this. And then if they counter this somehow, then I have the other chain access ready. Alright, so now we'll just have Yorion play with a bunch of shit. Narset's still doing well. Bottom both these. Shark Typhoon at the ready. Can maybe cast it next turn, like cast it plus Birth to make sharks. That'll keep Phoenix in check. Alright, they don't have a second Phoenix discarded. That's nice. But they're probably going to go like Flame Blast Bolt, or Flame Blast Bolt plus Ponder or whatever. But we're doing alright. I don't think they can really beat a hard cast Shark Typhoon. But they can post-combat play Treasure Cruise if they have one. That's a little bit of a bummer. Alright, so let's go this. Cast with Fires. I'm going to cast this with Anger. I know our shark goes away, but that's okay. We can sack Omen and cycle Triome. Bottom, top, cycle. Guess I just steal some lands. I don't know. Keep Narset at 5 again. Is this list better than the Jeskai version with Raven's Warning? Well, I think Chariot's very good, so I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. All right, rest in peace. Deafening Silence come in. Rorkthar's coming in. Trim the agents. This is 4 for 3. I don't know how much I want Running Volley. The Chain of the Rocks are pretty good. Rip Apart's bad. I guess let's start by cutting things that we don't want. Wandering Emperor is okay, but I think I'll just do this. I don't really like Veto or Dispute too much. We just overwhelm them with card advantage, and all of our things exile, so their creatures never stick. All right, no green for Chariot, but that's okay. We have Volley for Thing the Ice and Crackling Drake. I think we'll keep. I honestly haven't played the version with Raven's Warning, though, so take whatever I say with a grain of salt. This is the one that Dom used to top 8 the 5K last weekend. Dom Harvey. To me, that signifies that they have 1 land, right? Game log. 1 card on top. Okay. Okie dokie. Oh, they hit just Ether Gust? That's brutal. I don't really want to cycle my land. I kind of just want to hit my land drops. Iteration. Okay. We'll play Fires. They're going to gust it. We'll put it on top. Next turn, we'll go Fires, Chariot, Running Volley. Something like that. Maybe we'll just go bottom, actually. It doesn't really do that much. Chariot can put pressure with the Sharks. Running Volley saves me. Then I have Phoenix going. Play Chariot, see what happens. If they gust it, I'll put it on top. If it resolves, I think we're good shape. They probably side out a bunch of their removal. They might be going for Hullbreaker Horror. That's something we got to be aware of. Speed's fine. If I draw a land next turn, I might just hardcast Shark Typhoon. Nice cards in the library. Nice. All right, well, we have Volley for that. This is big. Opponent can't beat our full house? Maybe not. Guys, I'll cycle one Shark Typhoon for a 1/1. They'll give me a blocker for their Hall Storm Giants. They already showed me Dispute. I don't really want to cast Shark Typhoon anymore. I'm going to attack for 1. If they want to spend their turn going for Hall of the Storm Giants, I'm pretty happy about it. Now we have Phoenix covered, we have Thing in the Ice covered, we have another Crackling Drake covered, and we have Pressure. Covering all those is good. Treasure Cruise is not. Treasure Cruise is scary. Treasure Cruise is fuck me. This is why I don't understand the Time Walks that much. Treasure Cruise is always fucked up. Alright, 2 Phoenix in the grave. They have Galvanic and other pieces. Alright, so they're going to play some stuff. We'll make Shark Typhoon to block, and then we'll attack Anger. Drake replacing Salt's pretty good. Yeah, Sideboard Drakes in the deck are great against the grinding matchups, for sure. The problem is I need to just kind of take 6 damage here. I'm gonna maybe bluff, like, I'm gonna cycle this now and maybe they won't attack. Because it's like 3 damage for nothing. But I don't want to block because I don't want it to be in the graveyard. Now, if they go Galvanic double Time Walk, we lose to the Hall. So maybe I don't even attack at all. I don't think I'm going to win this game, chat. Opponent went too crazy with stuff. Now they go Galvanic, Galvanic, Time Walk, take 3 turns, tag me to the Hall 3 times, and I die. Alright, well, let's see if they attack me 3 times with Hall. Well, I think that's why they just play a split Rubber Duck Sauce, because they have like a 2-2 split usually, because the first half is like, okay, opponent knows what's up. The second cruise is not as good as the first. All right. So as the game goes long, right, like you need to have something that can close the game, and 1 or 2 Time Walks can usually close the game. 3 Time Walks almost always closes the game. So like even if you only play 1 Temporal Trespass and 3 Treasure Cruise, I think that's better than playing 4 Treasure Cruise. Is the mana too tight for Field of Ruin? Yeah, you can't play Field of Ruin in this deck. I'm getting color screwed every game. Maybe if you play just Jeskai version, you could play Field of Ruin. All right, that's a pretty good hand. Jura 1 Deafening Silence. The game's over. All right, Fable here is going to be pretty sweet. I wonder how much removal's in their deck. Probably very little. They might have the deal 2 to a Planeswalker, though, because it kills Goblin. Depending on what I draw, I might discard Fires since we have Deafening Silence. Discard Fires, Triome, fetch up red. We already have a green. We don't need a second. All right, so pieces, consider charts. They took Dispute Expressive. Yeah. We'll discard Fires and the Ketria. All right, so let's attack. A Yorion in hand. I'm gonna go ahead and play Birth. Use my mana, etc. Look at the planes. Capote, thanks for the follow. So they do have Dispute. We got to play around that a little. Jace Wielder, sure. Milling Self, okay. All right, so Saga transforms. We get a wall. We can go Fires Yorion. But I don't think there's much reason to do that just yet. We can just play Narset minus. Maybe Narset nothing. I don't like Narset nothing. Yeah, it's a lot different now coding, but it's still cool. It's still very much Fires of Invention deck at its core. But a lot of new stuff going on. Just Time Walk? Just one Time Walk to cycle? Sure. Milled over Crackling Drake. Cast Phoenix, that's okay. So they're going to hold up Ether Gust probably. We go get Mountain. It's bottom. So we'll go minus Fires plus Yorion. I'm gonna do Kiki again, I think, so I can get a token. I don't have anything good to copy. And then next turn we can just cycle Shark Typhoon for a bunch. Is JAC still a deck? I played against it earlier, kicked my ass. Probably fine. Alright, well, Expressive's the only thing they can play other than a creature. Alright, exile a pathway. So I know they have Dispute, but it's not going to be an issue basically ever again. So milled another Phoenix, but they still can't bring them back from the graveyard, so... Alright, we'll rummage to... I'm gonna send both a Jace. I have an axe for the Yorion. Boo. Alright, I'm gonna minus a Narset. I'm gonna look for Transmog. Chariot's not bad. Alright, so let's cast Chariot with Fires as our one spell. And then we'll cycle Shark Typhoon as our other spell. Or as our other thing. We can only play the one non-creature, but... So now we can go Shark Typhoon. But we can't play Omen of the Sea on their turn because of the fires, so... Otawara targeting Deafening Silence. Okay. Well, that's probably bad news. I can play a bunch of spells next turn, though. With only 3 cards in hand, I doubt they'll be able to deck me, but they should be able to bring back 3 Phoenix. I did board out my Anger. They don't have it. I don't know why they wouldn't main phase that. That's really strange. Fire types and casting more than one? Sure. I can cast Fable and then Silence, I guess. You're right. Alright, so I guess I'll discard Omen. Oh, wrong thing. We'll look for Transmog. Alright, I guess I'll go Fable plus Deafening Silence now. I guess maybe they'll have... I guess they can't gust this. Maybe they have Negate. Oh, maybe I just cast this instead then. Oh, whatever. I don't know what I lose to, other than like Negate plus untap Cruise and pop off. I shouldn't have took this, but I'll just discard it. It doesn't matter too much. Alright, lost the die roll. Let's see if we can 4-1. And he gets Kakarot! Come and fight me, Kakarot! How do you make that voice? Ugh. Makes my throat hurt. Wisdom, that's a silly thing to say. There's no shot. It's already just fucked up. It's already gotten better. Makes your ears hurt too? I'm sorry. Sag. Tim, you want to play some PUBG after this match? Download PUBG! Come play with me! I haven't played yet since I was talking about the other day. Nah, dog? Come on. Big Sag. Well, now I think I'm just going to do this. Oh, that was dumb. I guess I can still chain. I think I got to chain that thing. Oh, maybe not anymore. All right, we'll just chill. No, it's one of those cards that just gets better over time as they print better creatures. Yeah, I mean, in the last year, look how much better it's gotten. You know? Just crazy town. I think I'm going to cycle Typhoon to chump block. Because I really wanted to play one more creature in Anger of the Gods. Maybe we'll just cycle Triome, though. One more creature for me. Just play one more creature for me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This doesn't even deal me a damage. Oh, yeah. Next turn, we can go Narset plus Chain. Remember playing the Amazon PUBG for like a day? It wasn't PUBG. The Amazon PUBG was, it was like a shooter version of League of Legends. And it was like third person over the shoulder. It was cool though. Ooh, another Thoughtseize. Rip. They took it off the store after like a week or something. I don't know. I thought it was fun. No creature land on their side. That's making me pretty happy. I think I'm just gonna cycle Shark Typhoon for 3 and block. And then maybe cast Shark Typhoon on the turn after. Yeah, it's called Crucible. Oh no. Yep. Let's see if they have another fatal push and put me to 1. Block here, take 4. Probably better. Chair's pretty good. I don't want to shock. I'm just going to play Chariot. No attacks. Doubling's fine. I'm going to keep the Narset over the Transmog. Transmog to steal something is okay, not great at the moment. My board is like pretty hard for them to beat without killing the shark. Okay. They're considering a double block. I think I'm fine with that. We have 14 power in play otherwise. I'm going to play my Triome because I'm going to play Narset. I might go return Yorion, play Yorion, something like that. Den's fine. Trespasser, it's fine. We go to 3. You see what you want to see. Attack with just 1 so we can not get fucked by removal and stuff. With the Graveyard Glutton. Oh, that's fair, Simic. PUBG started as over the shoulder, third person. That's what we played for like 2 years or something before we started playing first person. I'm gonna play Narset, see what we find. Fires. I'll play Omen, then maybe Fires last. Alright, well, we lose the Fatal Push if we attack with everything. So let's see if we can attack with... Let's see, do we still lose to Fatal Push if we attack with everything? No. I think we lose to a lot more stuff if we don't attack for the win, though. I'm trying to think. It has to be... Let's see, I can lose to, like, Colgan's Command, untap something that self-mills or something and attack. I'm gonna attack with just 1, because I'm a coward. This thing has, I thought this thing had Menace. They have the Fatal Push? Does this thing not have Menace? I could have swore this motherfucker had Menace. The other one has Menace? What's the other one? The land one? I still don't know what you're talking about. I could have swore this card had Menace. What am I stealing? Oh, I can still Den of the Bugbear. Let's go make a 2/2. Cast with fire, target this. Does that have summoning sickness? Sedgemoor Witch? Sedgemoor Whip has Menace? Really? I could have swore this card had Menace for forever. That makes it a lot worse. I think I maybe lost some games that I shouldn't have lost. I'm thinking Hive? No, I mean, I just thought this card had Menace for forever. Alright, so Rakdos stuff. They have a little bit of graveyard stuff, not a ton. I do think Agent's good. Don't really have a whole lot of sideboard options here. I think I just no changes it. Maybe the long game, Rest in Peace, is good. It doesn't hurt me at all. Hurts them going pretty long. Nah, fuck it. Alright, everything draws a card or kills something. The end. The end. I'm happy that you're able to do that too, Ryan. Thank you so much. Here's Ollie with the weather. It gonna rain! What do you think of the deck? So far, so good. I mean, we're 3-1, up a game, cruising. Played against a couple tough matchups, went 1-1 against them. Having fun. I think that matters the most. I think we're going to get our hand ripped apart. Not sure if I'm going to chain on 2 or not. No discard, that's good. No green mana for Chariot yet, but maybe we'll be able to fix that soon. Tapped lands. Well, now I'm going to do that instead of playing a tapped land, even though I can't anger next turn because of it. But I can chain to the rocks something if I need to. I guess I'll chain, discard. I don't want to discard Agent. I don't know what I'll discard. Wonder if, I guess I can just go Narset minus and let Narset die to keep this low. Well, now I'm going to anger, and then next turn I'll go Narset plus chain. Well, I don't think they're going to put any pressure on me now, so I'll go Narset plus Triome. Take Chariot. Don't have green yet. Fabled Passage, green Shockland, green Triome soon. Fires of Invention and a Chariot next turn is pretty good as well. Assuming they're going to pop this. If they hit me again, okay, we'll just discard Chain, I guess. It's hard to kill the deck like that, you know? I think we'll hold on to Sokenzan for a turn. So crazy how these mana base and Pioneers still support these 4-color decks without fetch lands. Yeah, the Triomes are quite good, but you can see how much harder it is to actually hit your colors. This deck kind of cheats on green by only having 1 green card out of 80 and having Fires of Invention, and the Triomes are like free-ish, you know? You're aware of going beyond 3 colors? I mean, that's reasonable. It's a pretty good reset. I don't think they're going to even come close to catching up. I wouldn't be surprised if they conceded here. Don't need any of these lands anymore. More Triomes soon? Yeah, I don't know if you want to play more than 8. 8's kind of a lot, but they're very good in decks like this. Consumes all. Alright, I guess we'll animate this in response as a blocker. It's a pretty good hit. One of the few cards that maybe could have got him out of it. Alright, so let's go Cast with Fires. Cast with Fires. Oh, is that good? Is that good, chat? So, Rip Apart being a sorcery, kind of brutal, but when you're playing Fires of Invention, it's not that bad. Shark Typhoon, obviously an all-star alongside Fires of Invention, not only because you can do some cool stuff where you cast it and then cast another thing and make big tokens, but just being able to kind of have a virtual spell by cycling is pretty sweet. We didn't see Fable the Mirror Breaker do a whole lot in this matchup, but when we played against it a couple rounds ago when we were playing a different league, it was quite good in this build. So I think it's right in the sweet spot where it's not dominating, but it's not bad. And in a lot of scenarios, it's the one card that can help turn your extra lands into something more valuable. I like it a lot better in decks that have graveyard shenanigans or in decks that have a lot of mana creatures, because as the game progresses, turning those mana creatures into spells is pretty sweet. Whereas this deck wants to hit most of its lands all the way up to like 5 or 6. Sometimes even 7 if you draw Agent of Treachery. Transmog felt like it was a little cheeky. Transmog into Agent of Treachery didn't happen a whole lot, and when it did, it was only okay. Agent of Treachery, I think we've seen is pretty great, but not backbreaking. And I think that is also another thing to keep in mind when like you talk about the future of the format, the health of the format. It looked like it was powerful, but it didn't look like it was, too overwhelming. It's something like Standard, maybe it's a little too much to handle. Wandering Emperor, the double white was a little awkward once, but I think it was interesting. I think it really shines in a deck where you can play it at flash speed. I would probably look at finding a different card for the Wandering Emperor here. I had to play it at sorcery speed more than I played it at instant speed, and I think that that's a sign that maybe it shouldn't be in the deck, and maybe it just gets replaced by another Planeswalker. I wouldn't even mind something like Saheeli, the 3-mana Saheeli that makes tokens seems kind of cool. I know that was in the Fires decks way back when they were in Standard at the very beginning, and maybe that's something where you can just keep some churn going with Fable the Mirror Breaker, but I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be. The Wandering Emperor acts as a way to gain a little bit of life, exile an opposing attacking creature or a tapped creature. It's just solid. It's just fine. Sideboard wise, Mystical Dispute, Dovin's Veto, those come in a lot when you side out Fires. The Running Volleys, I got really punished playing against blue-white because they weren't Fry. Deafening Silence was easily a card that won me a game against Phoenix. I kind of want another one. A Singleton is kind of whatever. I just got lucky and drew it. Rest in Peace, similarly, is really good in some spots, but as a Singleton, I'm just not sure how reliable it's going to be as a sideboard card, so It doesn't make sense to only play one to me. Yorion is still good. Yorion is still good. Even though they banned Luris, Yorion's still there, still kicking, and still making the games look a little easy. As for the mana base, I didn't have too much trouble. The Sokenzan might be a little bit wonky. I might rather have something else. I don't know what. Maybe when the new Triomes come out, you can replace it with another Triome. But that's it. That's Dom Harvey's 4-color creativity deck, or Fires of Invention deck. I played too much with Ross this past weekend. 4-color Fires of Invention deck. If you like the deck, make sure to hit the like and subscribe video at the bottom of the video. Appreciate y'all. That's it.